Hello and welcome to Reviews. As always, I'm Plume Noir, and you can probably tell I'm at work. As I mentioned last night, I'm working a double today, so I'm in the lab right now, as you can tell by the table. And I have Batman Curse of the White Knight. This again is by Sean Gordon Murphy. If you have not read Batman White Knight, highly, highly recommend it. It is a great series. They always say that, we're going to do a series that explores, the relationship between Batman and the Joker, and, maybe we'll twist it a little bit. That was one of the few stories that actually really did it well, where, the Joker, Jack Napier, became a good guy, basically. And it took bits and elements from various incarnations of Batman. Think of it mostly like the 1989 Batman movie, bits of that Joker put in, obviously the Jack Napier, bits of the 60s TV show Adam West Batman, the Joker from there, because the Joker in that is not really a hardcore murderer. He is more of a prankster type thing, and you do kind of see that in here, and yeah. I'm enjoying this book. First issue, and I'm already enjoying it. It's on the black label, and it's kind of got spot varnish. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera very well, but the way the cover is, it's kind of got that varnish type thing. Not embossed. It's not the word I'm looking for. Is it the... Whatever, I can't think of what it is. It's kind of neat the way it is. Both the cover, front, and back look good. Now, as you know, if you've read Batman White Knight, it ended on... It had a sequel hook to it. Alfred, spoilers, if you haven't read Batman White Knight, read that before you read this. And if you haven't read it yet, just stop the video right now and go read it. Because this takes place right after that. Maybe not immediately, but pretty close. Basically, Alfred dies. And, he leaves a letter to Bruce. And in that letter, he mentions, pick up the floorboards. I have there's something under there for you. So, of course, it was a sequel hook. What did Alfred leave for Bruce? And that is explored in here. Also, Napier has reverted back to being the Joker. So he's not the good guy anymore. Also, in Batman White Knight, Bruce revealed his identity to Jim Gordon, to Commissioner Gordon. So the book starts off with basically a 16th century fight. We got a very Errol Flynn looking person here who happens to be Bruce Wayne's ancestor. And we have this guy here who he just refers to him Arkham. So there's a little bit of swashbuckling here. You see this. It appears he is a vampire. And, he tells them that Gotham City is cursed, Lord Wayne. There are demons in these darkened forests, ancient ones that seep from the mountains and rivers and flow through the village at night. No one is safe. They'll turn you into a monster like the rest of us. Of course, Errol Flynn Wayne here is, I don't believe in curses. So this is Laffy Arkham. Apparently the kids, he's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? A spooky tale. What am I looking? That they tell children. I'm sorry, I've been working a double. It's 11:30 at night here. I am so tired. A ghost story, that type thing. That children talk. It's Laffy Arkham. He was a vampire. They even have little nursery rhymes about him. But Wayne kills him and kicks him down into what looks to be a well. And then we find out that it's 1685. Okay, 17th century. Arkham Manor. And then we cut to the opening here. Batman Curse of the White Knight. One little thing I have, if I have one little problem, if you haven't read the solicitations, you don't know about Azrael. He's not listed on the cover here. You don't see him. You don't see him on the back. Even though when you get about 3/4 of the way through the book, Jean-Paul Valley shows up. Would have been kind of nice to not have him appear right here. So it opens up with Arkham Asylum now, and the Joker has basically got the warden working with him, and it goes back to his old cell. Jack Napier, is part when he was a good guy, he was actually trying to help Gotham, trying to fix it up. And there's a lot of the Napier protocols and initiatives that he started up, and one of them includes fixing up Arkham Asylum. And so Joker, as he's having the warden take him to his old cell, asks where everyone's at. We had to move all the inmates so we can begin renovations, bring this place up to code. But it's perfectly charming the way it is. It's all part of the Gotham's new Napier initiative. And Joker's like, Napier? There's a big push to reinvent the city, fix all the problems you uncovered while campaigning for your council. And then Joker snaps. Let's clear this up right now. That was Jack Napier, not me. 2 separate people. Got it? Took me years to make this city into the capital of crime. Then Napier hijacks my body and manages to ruin the party. Took all the fun out of Gotham. So Warren asks what he wants, because he has the Warren take him to his old cell. I need something for my final act, a performance Batman and Napier will never see coming. So it turns out that Napier had discovered something, during all his investigations into Gotham, and there's a deep secret that Joker knows about and hid the information in his cell. Now, here's what I was talking about, where we see the different parts of the Batman mythos kind of be brought in. So, the Joker takes the warden's pen out of his pocket and says, "Oh yeah, my old disappearing pen trick." Of course, Heath Ledger. It's going to look suspicious if I escape without a trace. Better to leave some evidence of a struggle. And then he stabs the warden. And, is that why you brought me all the way down here to stab me? Well, I couldn't stab you earlier because you would have called the police too soon, and I don't like to be rushed. And don't spill any blood in here. I don't want Batman snooping around my cell and ruining my surprise. Thanks, Warden. So this is kind of a goofier, I don't want to say more lighthearted, but not the insane murderer Joker. It's what we saw in Batman White Knight. This page we go through the letter that that Alfred left for Bruce and the package, and we opens the package. It's a book. It's a book from Bruce's ancestor. So now we're at the Arkham Asylum, the crime scene. As you see, the warden is not dead. Joker did not kill him, and Batman even points out, now it's his time to interrogate the warden, and find out that that they suspect that the warden has been helping everyone escape from Arkham Asylum, and so he points out the fact that if the Joker wanted to kill him, he would have killed him with that pen. The Joker doesn't miss, unless it's on purpose. So we see the puddle on the floor. He does a little bit of CSI. Where's the blood spatter? And so that's when Batman demands, "Where's the Joker?" and intimidates the warden until the warden can, lawyer up. But Batman already got the information he needed, so he goes to the Joker's cell and finds that there's a secret passage in Joker's cell. So Joker may have discovered this on his own without Napier's help, and of course find out it's an old well that's closed up top. It's the well that Laffy Arkham got thrown down. So Joker knows about the secret, and they find bones in there, 300-year-old bones. Joker goes to the penthouse here, and again we see that gun. that long gun that Jack Nicholson's Joker used in Batman '89. I gotta stop really soon here, but I'm gonna stop. How far can I go here? Yeah, I'm gonna stop right at this page because here we have Batman and Dick talking in the Batcave, and this is one of the best scenes in the book because it really gets down to the heart of the Batman in the White Knight universe. As you see, Dick Nightwing is here. He and Babs are still working with the Gotham City Police Department. They're basically deputized. And so Batman has been thinking about revealing his identity to everyone. And you revealed yourself to Gordon, and now you want to tell everyone else in Gotham? Are you out of your mind? You know, Napier was right. There are too many unintended consequences of Batman. And so, when Gordon said the exact same thing that Dick's saying, that he can't reveal his identity, then join the GTO. Help us with the Napier Initiative. I'm sorry, Dick, I can't. You won't join because it has Napier's name on it. Napier wasn't the Joker. He was the good guy. And Batman says, if he was a good guy, what does that make me? And here's where Bruce is really getting upset because he's been forced to face the problem. You want me to admit it? Fine. Napier did a lot of good. He exposed the corruption and the hypocrisy that ushered in a new era for Gotham. But he took me down in order to do it. I'm not mad at Napier. I'm mad at myself. I have no excuse for getting it wrong. Look around. I had an infinite amount of wealth and resources. I spent decades using them to pursue one simple goal, to make Gotham a better place. It was my only job, and I failed. And the only reason I finally saw my mistakes was because my greatest enemy rubbed them in my face. That's why I can't join the GTO, because I don't know how long Batman has left. So this is a great thing. Because it has that whole thing with the superhero trope. If you stop your villains for good, if you kill them, then you're no better than them. Batman doesn't kill, so all his good villains have to keep escaping. Crime has to keep happening. Joker, Riddler, Poison Ivy, Penguin, they all have to keep escaping. So it makes it look like Batman is ineffectual at his job. Is there a name for this? Yeah, I should call this the plume paradox of comic books. I'm going to name it that. Where if a superhero, if a vigilante, if a costume hero is good at their job, you either have no story because all their enemies are in prison, or they're a psycho because they have to kill their enemies. Conversely, if their villains keep escaping, then the hero is not good at their job. So it's either, if they're good, they're bad, but if they're bad, they're good. You see what I'm saying? I just made this Plume's paradox up off the top of my head. I'll phrase it a little bit better. I'll come up with something better, but that's the problem. And as you see, Batman is realizing that. So the rest of the issue then introduces Jean-Paul Valley. And I don't want to spoil the rest of it. Again, this is good. I'm liking this book. First issue, book 1. Spot Varnish, is that what it's called? That's on this? I don't know. But it's good. Gotta go to this hand, of course. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. I'm trying to think. There was one thing that I mentioned earlier that caught my eye. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about the reveal of Azrael that quickly. Not that it was a terrible secret, but is it just me, or does Joker look like Hitler there? The way his hair's falling and the shadow of his nose looks like a Hitler mustache? That can't be coincidence. But anyway, I like this universe. I really like this universe, and I'm glad we got a sequel so soon. This was last year, wasn't it? I seem to recall it was last summer. But yeah, good. It picked this up. Get this. It's on the DC Black Label. And yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I can't really say too much else about the ending of this issue. But I'm on board. I am fully on board with this take. So, yeah, pick it up. It's full 12 o'clock. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to go finish up what I was doing, and I think I'm going to go home and go to bed. So thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.